Dear students, today our topic is logistics and supply chain management as well as drivers and obstacle of supply chain management. Okay. So, this is fourth lecture of supply chain and logistics management, that is KMB OM 01, and this is Professor Alok Singh working as an assistant professor at Ajay Kumar Garg Institute of Management, Ghaziabad. Okay. So, we are going to start first through this logistics management part. So, what is logistics management? The management process which integrates the movement of goods, services, information and capital right from the sourcing of raw material till it reaches its end consumers is known as the logistics management. So, logistics is basically an enabler that works in between entire supply chain. Okay. So, to move the goods from raw material stage to finished product and after that it deliver it to customer. Okay. So, that all comes under the activity of logistics management. There are two terms basically, logistics and transport. What is the difference between logistics and transport? So, transport is the activity where there is no liability of that transporting the good. Okay. And in logistics there is a liability, means packaging part is also there, warehousing is also there and transporting in the same manner as you have received from the sender to and deliver it to the receiver. Okay, by the same manner, like you may see the logistics of milk supply chain. So, what is that? Nowadays milk is transported by maintaining the 4 degree centigrade temperature. So, what is that? Logistics part means you are managing cold supply chain. So, what is that? The cold logistics means basically that is third party or fourth party logistics that are providing this service. So, this is the logistics part. So, logistics is much more enriching term than that of transportation. Okay. So, transportation is a activity that includes that included under the umbrella of logistics part. Logistics parts covers the transportation, packaging part, warehousing part, managing, maintaining part, all comes under this category. Nowadays packers and movers are there. So, if you hire any packer and mover, so what they offer you, they take your material as of means goods of the house and pack it and then load it to the that transport vehicle, transport it in the safe mechanism and then unload it and uncover it properly, okay, and set it in your new house. Okay. So, what is that? That is logistics management. Okay. So, the objective behind this process is to provide the right product with the right quality at the right time in the right place and at the right price to the ultimate customer. So, basically what is the objective of this logistics management is to provide the right product. Right product means what you have ordered, means you will get only those product, okay, with the right quality, same quality that you are perceiving about the product at the right time, means within the time span, means if you have selected Amazon Prime, then you will get your product delivered within 24 hours. Okay. So, at the right time, right place means what you have, what the address you have given to the logistic service provider, they will deliver at that place. Okay. Means if you are in office and you want to deliver it to your office, you will get it, okay, at your right place. And if you are in home and you want to you want the delivery at your home, then you will get it. Okay. So, that is the right place and right price. What is the right price? Means optimum price, a most economical price offered to the customer or those vendor for which you are providing that logistics service. Okay. So, this is the logistics management. So, in logistics management there are two types of categories, two broad categories are there. First is inbound logistics and second is outbound logistics. What is inbound logistics? I have earlier told you that there are various linkage of supply chain management like supplier, manufacturer, distributor, retailer and customers. Okay. So, while transporting or while managing the transport network in these chain, okay, you will divide this logistics part into two broader category. First is inbound logistics. So, inbound logistics deals with getting the raw material from supplier and deliver it to the manufacturer. Okay. So, this is the inbound logistics, the activities which are concerned with the procurement of material, handling, storage and transportation. Like a car is made up of more than 30,000 components. So, combine or collect all these 30,000 component and deliver it to that car company comes under this category, inbound logistics. Okay, means if you are dealing with inbound part, means you have to deal with only supplier and manufacturer. You need to collect the material from supplier and deliver it to the manufacturer directly. Okay. So, that is the inbound logistics. Another aspect is outbound logistics, the activities which are concerned with the collection, maintenance and distribution or delivery of the final customer. Means basically, while manufacturer have created that finished good or services, after that you need to directly deliver it to customer through distributor, through retailer and to the customer comes under this category. Okay. So, that is outbound logistics. So, outbound logistics activity starts from manufacturer and end at the customer point. Okay. It may be routed through the distributor and retailer part, but it depends. Okay. Nowadays, a lot many drop shippers companies are there. So, drop shipper companies, what they do, they generally pick the product from that manufacturer and deliver it to the customer. So, these all comes under the category of outbound logistics, means you are dealing with two parts. First is manufacturer and second is customer, and you are dealing with all the delivery related aspect or all the logistics related aspect in this, in between these two parties. Okay. Maybe it may be routed through the distributor or retailer also. So, that also comes under the category of outbound logistics. Okay. Next is what is supply chain. We are discussing the logistics and supply chain management part. So, first we have discussed about this logistics part. Now, we are dealing with the supply chain part. So, what is supply chain management? A series of interconnected activities related to the transformation and movement of raw material to the finished goods till it reaches to the end user. So, basically managing all these activity from suppliers to customers, customer comes under this category of supply chain management. It is the outcome of the effort of multiple organizations that helps in making this chain of activities successful. So, there are a lot many organizations that are dealing to make that supply chain successful. Basically, these activities or these organizations or these linkages are those suppliers are also there, and manufacturer is also there, distributor is also there, distribution even channel is also there, channel partners are also there, retailers, lot many retailers are also there, and customers are also there, and maybe there may be customer may also be there, means end consumer would be there. Okay. So, it is outcome of effort of multiple organizations that helped in making this chain of activities successful. So, lot many organizations are contributing towards managing or making the supply chain management successful. So, these organizations may include the firm with whom the organization is currently working, like partners or suppliers, manufacturers, wholesalers, retailers and consumers, as I have told earlier. Okay. And the activities may include integration, sourcing, procurement, production, testing, logistics, customer service, performance measurement, etc. So, all these activities happen during managing the supply chain, like integration of supply chain. What is integration? Integration means how many they are dependent one on each other. Okay. Like supplier, manufacturer is dependent on supplier. Okay. Distributor is dependent on manufacturer, retailer is dependent on those distributor part. Okay. And customer is dependent on all these channel partners. Okay. So, all these comes under this category. Okay. Another okay. So, another the key difference between the logistics and supply chain management is here is the major difference, like meaning of supply chain, logistics management, supply chain management. Okay. So, meaning, what is the meaning of logistics management? The process of integrating the movement and maintenance of goods in and out of organization is the logistics. So, logistics is basically dealing with the transportation part, warehousing part, maintaining part, and as well as packaging part comes under this category. Okay. And this is an this works as an enabler in between supply chain. Okay. Means transporting the good from supplier to manufacturer comes under inbound logistics category, and transporting or moving the good from manufacturer to customer comes under the outbound logistics category. Okay. So, this is the meaning of logistics management. Meaning of supply chain management is the coordination and management of supply chain activities are known as supply chain management. Okay. So, dealing with the means managing all those chain, means supplier to customers comes under this category of managing the supply chain. Okay. Next is objective. What is the objective of logistics management? That is customer satisfaction. So, while dealing with the logistics management, your more important concern is to manage the customer satisfaction. How satisfies the customer? Okay, with your logistics service, like you are opting for Amazon Prime. So, why you are opting for Amazon Prime? Because you want your product delivered within next 24 hours. Okay. So, that is why you have opted for that. If you have time, you will never opt for that Amazon Prime category, you will go for that standard delivery part. Okay. So, that is the customer satisfaction. So, major objective of this logistics management is to get the customer satisfied. Okay. Another objective of the supply chain is the competitive advantage. What is competitive advantage? Supply chain excellence, like you may take the example of Dell company, Boeing and many other company, Toyota, Hyundai, many other companies dealing with this competitive advantage, means you may get it a competition ahead from from your competitors by using efficient or responsible supply chain. Okay. Next is evolution. The concept of logistics has been evolved earlier. Okay. So, supply chain was the new concept and logistics management part, this concept evolved earlier than the supply chain management. Okay. And supply chain management is a modern concept nowadays to getting an competitive, as you need to focus on your or managing your supply chain. Okay. How many organizations are involved in logistics management? Single organization is involved, like you are dealing with manufacturer or you are dealing with supplier, means any one organization will control you. Okay. Means you need to deliver it to the customer, like if you want to deliver deliver the product to customer, and Amazon is the middleman and Amazon is managing the logistics part, then this company will be responsible for that. Okay. So, the single person is responsible for managing the logistics part. Okay. So, how many organizations involved? That single organization. Okay. And supply chain, there are multiple organizations are there. There may be multiple suppliers would be there, and multiple manufacturing unit would be there, and that distributor part, that retailer part, as well as customers, multiple customers are also there. Okay. So, that are means dealing with the multiple organizations is here. One in another, logistics management is a fraction of supply chain management. So, basically logistics management is a part of supply chain management. Supply chain is a bigger domain and logistics management is an enabler of that supply chain management. Okay. And supply chain management is the new version of logistics management. Okay. So, these all are the basic difference in between logistics management and supply chain management. Okay. Next is supply chain drivers. What are the drivers, key enablers of supply chain management? So, supply chain capabilities are guided by the decisions you make regarding the 5 supply chain drivers. The major supply chain drivers are supplier, manufacturer, distributor, retailer and customers. Okay. So, you need to manage all these network or all these drivers of supply chain management. Okay. And each of these drivers can developed and managed to emphasize responsiveness of the efficiency depending on the changing business requirement. Okay. So, the 5 drivers I have defined in the next slide. Okay. provided a useful framework for thinking about the supply chain capabilities. Decisions made about how each driver operates will determine the blend of the responsiveness and efficiency a supply chain is capable of achieving. So, here is the these 5 drivers, supply chain drivers, that you need to tackle or you need to cater while devising your supply chain, means managing all those 5 supply chain domains. You need to manage all these 5 drivers of supply chain management. Okay. So, first one is this production part. Okay. So, production is what, how and when to produce. Okay. Means what is the how will you produce the product, what are the product or service you will offer, and how will you produce. Okay. And when to produce comes under this category, means production part. You need to focus on production part. How will you get the raw material for making the finished good or creating the service. Okay. And how much quantity you will produce. Okay. And when would you produce. Okay. And by which mechanism you will produce, that comes under this category. Means while managing the supply chain, you need to focus on this topic, that is production, means how will you produce the a certain product or you will create a service. Okay. Another important aspect while managing this supply chain is inventory part. Okay. So, inventory is how much to make and how much to stock, means how much inventory you need to manage and how much to keep on hand and how much you will order later. Okay. Means how much to make and how much to stock, कितना हमें stock करना है, how much to stock in your warehouse and how much to make, how what quantity of inventory you need to make or you need to develop in within your plant. Okay. Next another important aspect or another driver of supply chain is the location part. Strategic location is also an important decision. Okay. While devising your or managing your supply chain, like you may take here the example of Tata Nano. Okay. Earlier they have set up their plant at Singur in West Bengal, and after that political interference they have shifted it to the Sanand, Gujarat. Okay. So, the location decision is also an important consideration while devising this supply chain. Okay. And it is working as an enabler in supply chain, means you need to develop your organization where there are large customer base is also available and large supplier base is also available, so that you can fulfill the need of customer at any point of time. So, the location is the prime concern while dealing with this supply chain part. Okay. So, where best to do and what are the activities to manage. Okay. So, by this by these questions you may decide upon your location. Okay. Another important aspect of this managing, means another important driver of supply chain is this logistics part, transportation part. Okay. So, transportation is also another enabler that works to improve or to enhance the supply chain. So, that is how and when to move the product. Okay. Means how will you manage that inbound logistics and how will you manage that outbound logistics, and how early and how fast you will provide your product or service to the customer. Okay. Because customer do not want to wait much time nowadays. Okay. So, this is the fourth important aspect of this supply chain driver. Another important aspect of supply chain is this managing the information. Information is the key today. Okay. So, you have a lot many data in your database, like nowadays we are dealing with big data and we are dealing with social media analytics, and many more softwares are also there, and we are extracting the information of customer from that database, and after that we are using it, like who are the frequent buyer of your organization, who are the volume buyer of your organization, you need to tackle this information also. Okay. And you need to collect this information also. Okay. So, basically information basis of making these decisions, means information is the key enabler. You see that this is in center. Okay. So, if you have information, proper information of customer demand, how much you need to supply. So, you need to focus on this aspect. Okay. Means information, you need to manage this information part. Okay. Next, so The source of this figure is this supply chain management of book of Chopra Mendel, and you may go through this blog also, so to read this title in detail. Okay. So, these all are the supply chain drivers. Next is the supply chain obstacle. So, what are the obstacle, what are the hindrance, what are the threats for the supply chain management? Increasing variety of products. Nowadays a lot many variety of products are there. Okay. Lengthy product lines are there. So, increasing variety of product is a obstacle in managing the supply chain. In the era of mass customization, production variety is increasing. Today we are working on mass customization, and we see that like Coca-Cola and other soft drink companies are having too many flavors are there. Amul company have more than 250 250 product lines is there. Okay. So, increasing variety of product, wide variety of product. In Maruti you may get another variant in next 50,000 plus. Okay. If you improve your budget, or if you means have ample amount of budget, then you may get a new variant in another 50,000. Okay. So, increasing the variety of product is the supply chain obstacle. Okay. In the era of mass customization, production variety is increasing day by day. Functionality of this mobile phone, cell phone, functionality of television, ultra UHD, curved, and lot many more options are there. Okay. Refrigerator, there are lot many options are there. So, this is what the increasing the variety of products. So, this is the supply chain obstacle. Okay. If you can manage it, then it is okay. Otherwise it may become a challenge for you to manage all this increasing the variety of product. In this era the company that will provide wide variety of product will be succeeded. Okay. So, this is a challenge in while dealing with supply chain. Another important aspect while considering the supply chain obstacle is the customer becoming increasingly demanding. Nowadays consumer demand is unsatiable. Okay. Consumer is much more demanding, and they are asking product for easing of their life. Okay. So, today's customers are demanding faster fulfillment, better quality and better performing products for the same price that they are paying today. Okay. So, nowadays they are ready to pay, and their purchasing power is much more than the previous one. So, they are asking for faster fulfillment. Okay. They have paid you and they want immediate product, means even they ask for same day delivery through e-commerce also. Okay. Better quality product, better quality means they have seen the previous one. Okay. Means lot many features should be there. Okay. Lot many applications should be there in the product, and with the better performing product, means performance wise the product should also be better. Okay. So, and for the same price, means price should be lesser as optimum as much as possible. Okay. So, that they are paying today. Okay. So, this is also a hindrance, means you need to provide much more maximum value, perceived maximum value to the customer. Okay. So, that is also a challenge to manage nowadays for the supply chain, means you need to create the product much more updated, much more valuable than the previous version available. Okay. So, you need to continuously update your product. Okay. The supply chain is getting fragmented today. Why fragmented? Because you are focusing on your core competency. Earlier there was the vertical integration. What is vertical integration? Means like I am a car company. So, I will make all the products, all the raw material myself, and after that assemble it, and then I will have my retail outlets, and from there I will make a purchase, means selling the product to the customer directly. Okay. So, this is the vertical integration, but nowadays companies are much more focusing on their core competency. Means if you are a manufacturer, you are only working on manufacturing part. Okay. If you are a supplier, you are only dealing with the supply part. Okay. And managing all the activity, just in time is also there, means zero inventory, managing the inventory of that manufacturer also. Okay. So, this is the means the supply chain is getting fragmented. Okay. Nowadays. So, at one time vertical integration was the order of the day, but the present trend is to concentrate on the core competency of the and outsource more the activities. Means earlier you were managing your logistics part by self, okay, but nowadays we are giving the consignment to the third party logistics or fourth party logistics to manage, okay. Means you are just only focusing on your core competency, what you are delivering, what you are managing, and service part is also there. So lot many services are also there after delivering the product. So you are focusing on your core competency, on your product line, on your product, on your combo, that product and service, okay. So you need to focus on the outsourcing activity also, okay. So this is another obstacle while managing the supply chain, okay. So supply chain obstacle. Next is globalization. Globalization is creating global supply chain, and hence the physical distance is increasing between a company and its supplier and a company and its customer. So basically nowadays we are working in the global scenario, okay, and in global scenario you see that earlier companies was focusing on the localization part, and nowadays you are expanding it to the national level and then going to the transnational and global level, okay. So this is the real challenge, means managing your product as per the culture of the another company, okay. So this is the real challenge to deal with the globalization. If you deal it effectively, then it would be better, otherwise it would become a challenge for you. Like I have told earlier the example of McDonald's. So McDonald's is dealing with beef burger in lot many countries, lot many developed countries where the beef is being consumed or pork is being consumed. But in India they are offering only that aloo tikki burger, egg, mac egg and mac chicken, and not more than that, hai na? So that is what the globalization means. You need to take care of the need or requirement of the customers or the culture and their society perspective also. So that is the real challenge the companies are facing. If you deal effectively with the globalization part, then it is okay, otherwise it would become an obstacle in the supply chain management. While creating a strategy is difficult, executing it much more difficult. Another challenge or another difficulty or another obstacle in the supply chain is to manage or implement that supply chain strategy. Strategy making is also difficult part, and even implementation is much more difficult than the planning part, okay. So many companies understand Toyota production part, Toyota production system now, but still find it difficult to implement and operate. A lot many case studies are also there, like Toyota Walmart strategy, okay, but nobody is working, nobody has got a partner like Procter and Gamble, and to means compete the Walmart part, okay. So that is the real challenge, means you need to devise your strategy, and after that implementation is another challenge that you need to tackle, okay. So these all are the supply chain obstacles, okay. So now for summarize this, we may see here that first we have discussed about what is logistics management part. After that we have discussed what is supply chain and what are the key differences in between supply chain and logistics part. After that we have discussed about the drivers of supply chain management, what are the enablers to take care while devising your supply chain, and what are the obstacles while dealing with the supply chain. So this is about the this part. This is the lecture 4. So thank you. Okay.